Hi, this is Snodasman. I'm the author of this game called Galimulator. And I wanted to show you guys a feature that I've been working on. And the point of this feature is I was inspired by several people who'd spent quite a lot of time to create very ambitious scenarios and setups in the game. So basically spending a lot of time to create empires, set up like spaceships, alliances, and then to basically see what happens. So they create alternate histories in this way. And I thought it would be good, or very interesting at least, to make it easier for those people to share those efforts with other users. So the first thing I've done as a part of this is create a way to save those scenarios in an easy way. So right now, as you can see, I've spent countless hours setting up this scenario where we have Sweden, which is the best country. This is Belgium, etc. We have soup for lunch. Then we have various Russian places. And then I didn't create these guys. The planetary partnership of Germany, they are there. So let's say I've now spent many hours setting this up, admiring the user interface that the author has provided for them. And now I want to share this with the rest of the world in some way. And currently you could save the file and save the map file and send it to people, or send the save file to people. But it will not work that well, and it does not work across releases. It doesn't work on mobile. So what I've done is to make it a bit easier. So let's save this guy. You just go here, tap it, and then you press save scenario. Choose a save slot, and it will save it for you. It will also give it a name for you. In this case, it decided Soviet Hunt was a good name. So I just have to remember Soviet Hunt. So now I've tried this a billion times. So now I want to share this with the rest of the world. Well, first maybe I can just show you how to load it and how to create a new galaxy using this setup and see how well it works. So now let's say, okay, I want to play this again, but I want to have more stars, for instance. So each time now when you choose to create a new galaxy, you have the option of actually choosing a scenario here, or choosing which starting empires, so starting ships, etc., how they are set up. So you can see Soviet Hunt is one of the options here, because I just saved it. So if we create a galaxy with 1,833 stars with the same galaxy type, it could be a different one as well. And try and generate this one. We see what happens. It has somewhat faithfully restored the setup that I recently made. Even with the ships they're floating around here, they have the same names, they have the same XP, etc., etc. And now I can keep playing this. So this save file is not just a binary data file anymore, it's actually a JSON file. So maybe I can show it to you guys. Yeah. So actually, in this file you can see all of the ships are stored here in JSON format with like coordinates, who owns them, their names. The empires themselves, of course, are stored here as well. We have the Soviet Union tour, West Russia, etc., etc. Where they are located, how many stars they have, the governments, alliances are also stored here, which numbers. Actually, it even stores the flag of the alliances, so that's something for you guys to play around with. In theory, you could even set up like external editors for this format. I wouldn't recommend doing so now, but at some point in the future, you can quite easily set up, for instance, a way to generate 1,000 motherships for each side lined up against each other and see what happens. It's quite easy. And you can also add monsters in this way. That should work. Dragons are a bit weird though. So what I want to do in the future, and I might do it for this release, maybe not, is to set up a server so that some scenarios are available out of the box. So that you can, when you tap here, create a new galaxy, you have some option of choosing an online scenario. So there I can put the ones that are submitted to me that I know are really good. So there are some Europe scenarios, for instance, etc., that I would love to put up so that anybody who downloads the game can immediately try them out. But I also want to make it possible to upload scenarios so that you can submit them, maybe submit them to me and I'll review them and I can put them online. Or maybe you can, in some other way, directly share them with other users, just putting a link or something. I mean, you can already do this. Well, you should be able to do this with the PC version just by putting the JSON file in the right place. On mobile, it's more challenging. So that's why, since it's now the same format for mobile and for PC, it should be trivial just to have one server when you can download for either version. So bottom line, eventually maybe you can upload scenarios and other people can play them, and should be no extra effort for you. Of course, I need to add more stuff to those scenarios. Maybe you want to have artifacts or more detailed star positioning, etc. That remains to be seen. But this is one of the things I'm working on. So let me know how you feel about this, if there's anything you would like to see added to this. I see that Sweden is losing. I have to fix this bug, so I'll need to do that immediately, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.